Today was the fifth sitting of the Consultative Forum in Grand Turk at the NJS Francis building. Members came prepared with tough questions for those in authority as the Turks and Caicos Islands reaches a historical juncture. In the presence of Chief Executive Mark Capes, Forum member Charlene Robinson addressed the gallery with a thought-provocative presentation entitled "The Need for a Firm Immigration Approach in Wake of the Haitian Crisis Resulting from the Devastating Earthquake."
In the absence of a real political structured approach that will seriously impact Haiti's economy, we will be faced with residents of Haiti attempting to get into this country, as well as the neighboring Bahamas and the United States. Many of us labor under the illusion that this is not where most Haitians set out to come, and are tricked by crafty captains. But whilst this is true many times, it is certainly not always the case, as many of them come to our shores with numbers of friends or relatives and previous contacts on these shores before they arrive.
Robinson said the TCI is now saddled with the responsibility of repatriating close to 200 Haitian nationals who arrived here illegally last month, and the response by the interim administration was disappointing, to say the least.
A little over a week ago, the popular show Expressions tried all it could to get a statement of policy from the powers that be, and was eventually forced to say to the huge listenership that it was unknown. He was met with a brick wall. And I must admit that I too was unclear as to the position that we as a people were taking, but have since learned that we are repatriating those caught in batches, and also that DFID is assisting with the cost. I believe that this matter still deserves the widest discussion, and certainly more minds at work.
The former People's Democratic Movement PDM chairman went on to plead with the governor to step up the surveillance of the TCI waters and have a stronger presence, such as a British warship patrolling the waters. She also made mention of the recent policy enacted by the Bahamas towards illegal Haitians.
As we are in no position to pay the high repatriation cost, as we have been doing in the past, our best efforts would be to ensure that the boats do not reach our waters. There must be properly skilled and trained personnel patrolling our waters who understand the human rights implication of handling migrants and intercepting them. But Mr. Chairman, colleagues, there appears to have been a shift in Bahamian policy, and I am encouraged with the recent events in the Bahamas, and I am encouraging the governor to review our stance in light of taking the same approach. Over the weekend, on Saturday to be exact, another boatload of 62 Haitian nationals entered the Bahamian waters, and the announcement came on Sunday by Prime Minister Ingram that they are contained but will not be allowed to enter the capital. The Bahamas now has taken a firm stance to turn boats back without allowing them to enter their capital. The laws of this country are not written in pencil, and we ought to ensure that people fear the laws and the law enforcers. Unchecked, unmonitored illegal immigrants give them a stronger foothold in an already overrun country. So, Mr. Chairman, we need to ensure that roundups are continued, if only to log names and addresses, and ensure that photographs are taken of these persons and possibly released into someone's care on a similar visa-bound arrangement, bearing in mind that most of these people do know friends and family members here.
We will have part 2 of the Consultative Forum in tomorrow's newscast. For WIV4 News, I'm Takara Bain.